next 3 games, I think it's the next 3. The next 3 games that I play are going to be Cup games. It looks like NBA Cup games, yeah. Because I've only played one and I beat them, the Rockets. So it should be a good game. Let's see what happens. Let's start it up. My next 3 games are Cup games. It's weird the way they're doing it, but it is. They're NBA Cup games. All 3 of them. We'll play it like this, fine. No big deal. Let's go. Starting. Still got Chris Middleton. We still got Chris Middleton starting, which I think is not a good choice for now, considering Dillingham as he was injured and he's making a comeback slowly. Where he just injured he injured his foot pretty bad, and he's returned, but he is not going to start, not yet. We're going to give it a minute and see how he does, and then start him. So as of right now, Anthony Edwards is going to be the point guard of the team. Mike Conley, Isaiah Joe, Paluski, Bobo, Jadens. I mean, yeah, it's the way we want to run it. It's the way it works best. It's the way it's going to run. Actually, I think I'm going to put Malik Thomas here. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. Let's try it. Let's try Malik Thomas. Well, no, I'm going to do Isaiah. Why not do Dillingham? I mean, just to get him back introduced to the game, back intertwined. Let's do it. He can play shooting guard.
And we welcome you to this NBA Cup game with a bit more riding on the line here than usual. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some of the stats for Victor Wembanyama.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage, and it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And a look at the starters for San Antonio. Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Castle is out there.
And that right there, that matchup is going to be the matchup to watch for real. That's going to be a great matchup. Every matchup is great. Greg Popovich, look at that record, buddy. He's won so many championships for this team. Now I've got to fix everything. Starting with defense, let's put it on. Have to do this every game, man. No 3, it won't save, I don't know why. It should. It should save. Get in front of them, it's easier. On catch, free rotate, yes. Auto. Switch, go over. No 3s. Alright, we got that figured out. Now we're going to fix the fucking lineups. We got, yep. To keep him out. Keep the start. I gotta keep the starters on them. They're that good. Fuck yeah, they're that good. Then we can start putting everybody else where they need to be. Okay, offensive, we're gonna play through the star. I mean, why wouldn't you? Play through your superstar, man. That's how you win games. Superstars, they take helicopters to the games. Everybody else rides the bus. People with the jerseys, 35, 33, you see it out there? Who wears them at 35 and 33? Take a look. DeAndre Jordan, he's one of them. He's a fan favorite. Be a big part of this game. He made All-Star team last 2 years. He's on the road to do it again this year. Just because of the spot that he plays, he won a 6th Man of the Year award one year. The year that he came here from Denver. He should have won Most Improved Player of the Year, honestly. They got Matumbo. I mean, they got a fantastic group of guys just ready to roll, you know. I thought I had a cigarette out. I did. What'd I do with it? Did I not get one out? God damn. Lose my mind here. Let's play it. Let's do it.
With the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
Edwards playing point due to the Dillingham injury.
Middleton up top. Shot clock at 5. And there's Edwards on the assist by Middleton.
Nice smooth three-point shot by Edwards there. Boy, he's got confidence from behind the arc.
Pass to Sohan. Here's Castle. Spurs passing it around. Pulls from the top of the key. Tumbo grabs the board. Durant down low. He's covered by Beal.
Not many bigs can slow down KD once he gets around the
moved
rim.
his stats up this year, averaging 26, leading this team.
Here's Castle.
Said he's going to go for 30
Sacramento,
this year.
he was nearly unstoppable. Fires the 3. Tumbo grabs the board.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Yep, it counts. KD's got his second basket of the night.
And you know, once Durant...
Make sure everything's fixed correctly here.
notices a lane, you're toast. I mean, using his long strides to get inside fast, unstoppable.
And the basket by Castle.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Here's Edwards, and he uses the glass on the layup. Edwards got 5 points so far.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
The Spurs have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Anthony Edwards is a classic two-guard, Clark, a spectacular player. What has impressed you most about his development?
Well, he's got a great body. He had it when he got into the league after just 1 year of college.
Six in a row for
Tremendous
Kevin Durant.
basketball body, strength, and length, and bounce. Now he's worked on refining his skill. I think the biggest thing that's impressed me is not only his work ethic, but his poise. He's not a guy that plays frantically. He plays with intentionality and purpose, and that's a tough thing to do when you've got his athletic ability and you're as young as he is.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes the team.
Theresa Shea. And he's good on the three ball.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Outside Durant. For 3, Middleton. Rebound by Sohan. Spurs trail by 8 in transition. Here come the Spurs. And the dunk by Theresa Shea.
Damn, what a dunk.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
When they got Ricochet, they got a damn good player. They traded some good assets for him, man. They traded all their first-round picks to get him. They have a
well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
Team.
I agree.
They've got to beat Minnesota to get there.
Here is Edwards, following the bucket by the Spurs. Pass to Durant. They grab their own miss. Here's Jordan. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Spurs have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. A nice shot by Sohan.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing.
Let him play it out and they come back.
Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined.
And Rick Carlisle was on a technical right there, but didn't get it because of the slur that was being said after. Castle called Edwards a bitch. Right here. Playing like a bitch.
Not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And all you need to do is see his free throw percentage, guys. 90 for the season to know what kind of year he's having.
And, guys, I think that's a tribute to his work ethic. I mean, it's not by accident that he's enjoying the success he is at the free throw line.
Jonathan Kuminga. He's checked in for Castle.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
And a wide open look for Wembanyama. A three-pointer, no good.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, earlier I spoke with Rick Carlisle. Now he's in awe of Victor Wembanyama, just like everybody else. He said, I don't know that we can stop him. I don't know that we can slow him down. But
damn. I don't know what kind of attempt that was. It makes me want to take him out, but I'm not going to because he's my best rebounder. But I guess he was expecting a foul there and didn't get it. He didn't get fouled. Yeah, he got his own rebound. Put it back up and missed it. And then he gets fouled. Then he gets the foul. Which may not have been a foul.
they want to try and play a physical brand of basketball against them at both ends and see if that has any effect. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Spurs trail by 6. Theresa with it. 5 points in the game. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop,
good dog.
Literally nothing
I got a great dog. Good girl.
Beal against Edwards. The Timberwolves again can't hit. For San Antonio, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far, right at the 50% mark. Here's Mutombo. San Antonio with the rebound. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
And they did a super job of getting those extra opportunities. Offensive rebounds, 50-50 balls. Those possessions I felt like were key.
Shoots from the baseline. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Hey, Clark, when you're on the road, what are some things that help bring teams, closer together?
Well, one of the common things for all people is food. So gathering for dinner as teammates is one of those ways you can bond. Maybe taking in a movie, perhaps a comedy show. Anything that can lighten the pressure, what goes on the court, so that you get a chance to know each other as more than just teammates.
Bol, he's checked in for Minnesota. OG Anunoby's checked in for the Spurs. Floats it up for Kuminga. Anunoby, no good.
And not allowing the shooter.
What happened there? Somebody threw it out and he missed it. Shook the rim for the next guy. No wonder he missed.
Even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
They get the rebound. Edwards. Bol with it. No hands there.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
Again, the miss by the Spurs. Timberwolves leading by 8. Edwards kicks to Mutombo. Back to Edwards. And the teardrop. It's deflected.
Fucking dumbass.
Fires from the wing.
Rebound that shit,
Rebound
Edwards.
Minnesota.
Here we go.
Edwards got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And that one gives
Got
them
it,
a
got
plus
it,
5
got it.
rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area.
Bobo
They've come
can
out
play,
with a lot
boy.
more energy
He'll think
and
he
effort
can.
so far.
And we've got a timeout
Roll.
from Greg Popovich. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about.
I think they're gonna put Dillingham in here. See if he's comfortable playing shooting guard. And they're gonna move Middleton out with Durant and Bobo and Mutombo. And maybe put Jordan in for Mutombo. No.
Dillingham's checked in for Minnesota. Here now the league's highest scoring teams the past 10 games. What a stretch it has been for these guys. Number 1, the Spurs. In the 3rd spot, the Timberwolves.
And they may be getting it done in slightly different ways, guys, but both of these teams are putting up a ton of points.
Spurs trail by 11. Pass to Anunoby. Here's Rizachet. Hits it from 3-point range. Rizachet's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Got to guard
Shot he
him.
wants,
He
the defense
got to guard
wasn't
him.
quite connected enough. They lost contact.
One of the best 3 and D wings in the league. Let's start with OG Anunoby, who excels from the
Ah, fucking stupid ass foul, man.
corner.
And Kevin, about 45% on quarter threes the last couple of seasons. So OG can space that floor horizontally. That's in addition to his elite defensive ability.
Now, Sohan following Durant's 3-point attempt. Sohan, the pass to Wembenyama. And oh boy, a lot of...
Another foul, Mutombo, and that's not good, man. I mean, that is a foul, yeah.
Contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
I think that's his 3rd foul already. If it is, he's got to come out. He has to. Got to come out, bub. Sorry.
Now, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And Kevin, I can see where they're coming.
In his rookie year, he did deserve it, but averaged 3 blocks a game, and he played, what, 71 games? Yeah, he's in consideration for it. He probably should have got it, honestly. But he didn't. He's now in his 4th year. And things ain't going as he wants them to go. I mean, he's playing his role. He's playing a great role, man. He'll end up with a double-double. Averaging at the end of the season with more than the blocks he's getting. Things just ain't going the way that he wants them to go right now.
From it, his team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
Jordan's checked in for Mutombo. And San Antonio with the change here, too. Anunoby's checked in.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
A nice shot by Sohan.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
I think he'll think twice about attempting that shot next time. The defense was right on top of him there.
Inside, and Wembanyama throws it down.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
Edwards gets to Durant. Poked away. Sohan with the
Oh,
ball.
God.
Now by Durant. KD comes with the double team.
You got it. Go on, get it.
Pass to Kuminga.
Still, boy. Fuck.
Anunoby in the corner. And
Got
ball
it
sends
blocked.
it.
How are you even supposed
They still got the lead.
To shoot over ball. Insane win.
.30 seconds left to play in the first quarter. To the middle. Here's Wembanyama.
Man, can you always
Jordan
depend
couldn't
on
stop
him
him.
or what to lead you to the
He's
right
dominating.
place with that pass? Money.
Edwards drives it. Finishing with force. Whoa.
Shook that building all the way up.
And he got everybody riled up, bro, on that one. That's the old Kobe Bryant special right there. That's in remembrance of Kobe Bryant. Every bit of that. Look at the bench go fucking nuts.
And powering it home against a 12-0 run by the Spurs.
12-0 run. Stop.
To the paint. Here's Wembanyama.
Ah, god damn. I can't stop
Wembanyama's
his
got 10
fucking ass.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
If you allow him to get that
Got it.
close,
Jordan knows exactly where to pass it. And he's the best, one of the best inbounders in the league, honestly. And he just couldn't. Kuminga jumped, but he just couldn't stop him right there. He honestly probably fouled him. No, he didn't foul him, but
deserved to get scored on.
And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Right back after this break.
there it is.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the Timberwolves, what do you guys think?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on. And do so as much as possible.
San Antonio trailing here. On the court for San Antonio here in the second. OG Anunoby is out there with Victor Wembanyama. Then it's Kuminga. And it's Furphy in at the small forward position. It's going to be a goaltending call here. So they'll count the bucket.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Spurs trail by 3. Down low. There's Kuminga. And that one good.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist. Boy, that's a rebounding clinic right there. He boxed out and then went up aggressively and strong for it.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Ask Greg Popovich about Victor Wembanyama, and he says Victor's a different player. He's got talent. You don't want to take that out.
Look like a foul.
I tried to do that with Manu Ginobili, and I learned my lesson. Just shut up and let him play. Victor does some amazing things. His game is all-encompassing. Kevin?
That's a great way to put it, D.A. It is all-encompassing. Wembanyama is
Oh, God, Jesus. He wasn't set up, dude. I'm telling you, he was not set up for that.
of one. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul.
Damn right. That's bullshit. That ain't right. That ain't a fucking foul, bro. That ain't no charge.
I think when it comes to some of the more difficult
that ain't what
calls
charges
to make,
used to be.
personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The previous play is under review.
Play reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
Confirmed.
And so the word is in. They've
Bullshit.
decided that the call stands as it was made on the
Boo,
floor.
let it rain down, son. Can I make it even louder? Can I make it even louder? My
And you know,
God.
even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call,
That is
you gotta acknowledge
bullshit.
the effort
That
being
is not
put
a fucking
in
foul.
to reviewing it. Double checking.
I think that puts him on the bench. That's his Spurs.
And the game
He can play.
continues on.
He's coming off a sprained ankle. I'm gonna let him play.
And a moment here to look at the numbers for Wembanyama. 10th in rebounding, and he's as opportunistic as anybody defensively, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in steals per game.
And he's a top 10 rebounder this year for good reason. He's unbelievably driven, and he competes with you for the entire game.
He can compete as much as he wants. He's gonna get hurt or injured.
The Spurs shooting at 52%
try to
from
hurt
the
him.
field. They're clicking. There's the double team with Bull. Anunoby has the open look, and it's off from
Didn't
three-point
get
range.
that board, did you?
To the inside, Bull, and the dunk by Bull.
Does he even have to jump? Bull is a long guy.
Look at that pass. Right to him, son. Conley's in shape. I mean, he knows how to play, son. He's in shape. He's ready. Bam. He could go a couple more
Here in
years
the
if he
second
wanted
quarter
to.
with a little over a minute gone. Here's Castle. That's tipped.
Ah! Get it out, boy! Rookie.
Now Dillingham provides
Yeah!
a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game.
Block and the dunk. I fed.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there.
Sure. I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game. Boy, the defense got lucky there with him missing it. But they don't want to chance that again.
And here's Kuminga. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. 4-point game. And stolen by Dillingham. And there's the drive. Anunoby sends it back. Three-pointer. They get it back. Oh, he blocked it. Deflects off the back.
Look at that block, bro. My God. Jesus Christ. It hit him in the head. I think it's my ball. It is my ball. Because it went off on his head.
Four. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. And the Spurs making a change here. Sohan's checked in. Timberwolves leading by 4. And stolen by Wembanyama. And here's the break. Oh, Anunoby in position. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Fires from deep. And it's Bull that time on the assist from Dillingham. That's now 8 points for Bull.
Wow, don't see the quick trigger out of Bull very often, but it was on display there.
Here's Kuminga. And Kuminga.
He's got about 3 blocks, but he's playing well, man. I really like his rookie. He's a damn good rookie. 2 blocks. He's averaging. No, he's about a half a block a game, but he's only playing 7 minutes. He's going to play more, of course, later on.
Throws it down.
Jordan, somebody retires, he'll play more.
With both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk.
Yeah, for sure. That was a take no chances, take no prisoner slam right there, guys.
Here's Anunoby. And then Anunoby slams it in.
And you can't afford to lose Anunoby in transition. As soon as he has a step on you, it's over.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. A quick look now at some big men that have been rock solid over the past 10 games. The top shooting centers and power forwards in the NBA. You look at Jordan, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks. And, of course, Jeremy Sohan. Also someone that shoots at such a high percentage. Top 5 in the league.
And it's one thing to be able to create high-quality shots for yourself, but you still have to finish. And there's no doubt all those guys can do both.
Yes, sir. I mean, these guys make the most of every one of their easy opportunities. Missing layups is simply not part of their routine.
Wembanyama, a screen on it.
Get it out,
Shot by Wembanyama, no good. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and Greg efficient.
And Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again. KD is right at the top of that list.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust.
We'll try something different.
Minnesota making a switch. Bulls checked in. Reza Shea, he's checked in for San Antonio. Durant for 3. It's rebounded by Kuminga. And that's a foul called on Bull. That's his first foul. So it's the Spurs now. They trail by 1. Here's Reza Shea. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. For Minnesota, they've gone 4-10 in the second quarter from the field. Jordan trying to free himself up. Bull can't hit.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's Castle.
God
That
damn
one
it.
his second bucket.
Fuck,
Mark
man.
him 2 for 4.
And defensively,
Give me a
they're
motherfucker.
on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Here's the fast
man,
break.
go away.
Wembanyama leading the way. Castle misses.
I'm going to try to block
We've
them.
seen them struggle on the half-court offense.
I had a coach that once told me sometimes guys just try to self-will it too much, whether it's getting out on the break. Or scoring in that.
alright. It's okay.
Half court, you got to do it as a unit.
Anunoby, he's checked in for San Antonio. So it's Minnesota now. Stolen by Anunoby. And they're pushing it up. And it's sent back by Mutombo. It's Edwards on the wing. Defended by Sohan. Trying to end the drought. Pass to Mutombo. Shoots over Rizachet. Another miss by Minnesota.
Fuck you, dude.
San Antonio's got nothing but zeros
make
from long
it,
range in the second
motherfucker.
quarter. 0 of 4. Here's Sohan. Plays it up and banks it in. Sohan's got the lead up to 3 now for the Spurs.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Here's Durant. Durant raising up.
What doesn't Kevin Durant do? He's showing us everything here.
And San Antonio shooting 38% in the second quarter. Offensively, they look a little bit confused. And there's the bucket from Kuminga.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Taking a hand on it.
Why? Why do you keep losing the fucking ball? Why? What's wrong
And the
with you?
Spurs pushing it up now. Here's the 3.
Fucking
Kevin Durant
goddamn,
with the rebound.
man.
Timberwolves trail by 4. Here's Edwards.
Dockle that motherfucker, Fox.
Edwards just doesn't allow defenders to
Finally.
bottle him up. Great focus and persistence.
Stay
San
committed to
Antonio's gone
them.
1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%. But
Out of
they
bounds.
continued to let him fly. And Clark unable.
Pushed him out of bounds because that full court press made him go out of bounds.
Free throw attempts are down a fair bit in the last 20, 25 years.
Yeah, I mean, from a fan perspective, I think you compare a field goal to a couple of free throws. It's obvious, though, which is more
Oh,
entertaining to
my
watch.
God.
You want to see guys score the ball in live action.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Wembenyama
Got
comes
him.
in for OG Anunoby. And Bradley Beal subbed in for Kuminga.
What?
In the corner, Sohan with it.
It started to rain here. Hopefully I don't lose the game.
Wembenyama, a screen. There's the triple.
I knew it should.
Thus far has not been able to maintain the same pace he had in the first quarter. You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
Now, here's Bull. Defended by Sohan. 6 on the shot clock. Now, here's Edwards. Guarded closer.
Boy, this is
Oh,
bad.
man,
Tough to
he's
watch. I
Michael
mean, this
Jordan
is
in
really
the
bad.
fucking
He's
presence.
stone
What's
cold.
wrong?
This man.
And we are seeing tonight
Jordan,
why Edwards
shit.
was selected first overall.
He did get the steal and fucking put it right back though, didn't he? He shoots like Kobe and Jordan though. He does. Like that's why he chose number 24 in honor of Kobe after winning his first championship. Then he won a second one. He said when he gets when he wins 4, he will change and go to the NFL. We'll see. I don't know. He shoots just like Jordan though. Look at that. That's identical to Jordan and Kobe. The jab step, bam, and then he loses it, gets it right back, and just knocks the shit out of it.
Anthony has a special ability to score.
The Spurs shooting for the game at 42%. There's 39 seconds left in the first half of the game. And the basket by Castle.
And we all
Could
know
have been
it.
much better
Everybody in
defense. I mean, you
fucking
can't give
goddamn
this
game
guy
know that.
any room to operate.
Here's KD. Strong finish by KD.
You know, the defense is all over Durant inside, but, you know, his length and agility and high release point allow him to still make it happen.
Beal from long range. Mutombo grabs the board. Mutombo's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And the rejection
Got
by
fucking blocked him, bro. Are you
Wembanyama.
serious?
To the right side.
Ah,
Here's
fucker.
and a miss there on the triple.
I about had him. Got my hair up blocking his fucking ass. Look at that. Oh my god. How close I was blocking him, bro. Kills me that I missed it.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He wants to talk to his guy. Victor Wembanyama really making a difference here.
I mean, he's getting to the rack all game, and
No,
if they can't do a
Beanie,
better
no.
job of keeping him out of the paint, they're in for a long night.
Oh, what the fuck, bro?
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Spurs out in front, up by 1. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Here with Greg Popovich. Pop, in a close game, what makes the difference in the second
Watch it be
half?
quick. Watch it be quick.
Lots of things, you know. It's a game of mistakes. It's a game of playing well. Who knows?
Always love your philosophy, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the 3rd quarter. See you in just a bit.
Smart ass. Cock. Don't worry about that shit. Focus on the game, man. He's a fucking champion. I don't know how many he won with Spurs.
Thanks for tuning in.
Shitload.
The story tonight with the Minnesota
You're
Timberwolves,
Spurs fan.
they were in a close game.
Goddamn.
Chucking up all those threes is clearly not working for them. They need to balance their attack.
We got,
Yeah, you wanna
Beanie.
put
We
your
got.
players in a position to
And let's move on to the race
fuck.
for Rookie of the Year. A lot of young talent in the league this season.
You never know how long it will take for a rookie to adjust to the NBA game. But these guys have figured it out quickly.
Yeah, it's been a smooth start to the season for them. Look, we all know there are going to be bumps in the road as the other teams adjust. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
Now on the court is the action-packed squad. He's gone a little bit. Attention state. Now on the court is the ice squad. He's gone a little bit.
Okay, what I do is I call timeouts to even it out for both teams. That way both teams have certain stamina whenever they play. So I'm making sure right now that we're both even. So I'll call a couple on their team.
The players you see here contribute as much on D as they do at the other end of the court. A list of the steal leaders among point guards. You look at Castle, one of the league's best, 3rd in steals.
And not only are these players tremendous at picking a ball handler's pocket, but as terrific point guards, they also know how to jump into passing lanes and get a steal or deflection that way as well.
For sure. I mean, they wreak havoc
Should be
defensively in all kinds
It will be enough.
of ways. On the ball, off the ball, in
And this video is
transition.
about to end.
Boy, this group is the complete package at both ends of the floor.
And we've got
I
a
want to thank
timeout
everybody
from
for
Greg
watching.
Popovich. He wants a minute
I'm gonna
here to
end it
get
right
things
here.
straightened out with this team.
And start a new video. We will look at the highlights of the first half. Kevin Durant, of course. Bam. Playing great, man. I mean, I'm for my team. I want my team to win. Knock it off. Knock it off. No. And, Anthony Edwards and Kevin Durant both come out in the first quarter, just come out swinging, man, and that's what got them in the lead. But then they got on a big lead, and then Popovich, we thought was going to take a timeout in the first quarter, decided to let it play. It was like a 13-2, and he did not take a timeout. He let it play out, and to our surprise, they come back. It's just amazing to see. How smart some of these coaches are when we think that they're failing. They're actually doing exactly what they need to do to get the team in rhythm. They're letting them taste that failure. Okay, and then we got Wemby, of course. 2 blocks, 10 rebounds, 8 rebounds, playing terrific. I mean, that's been my big problem. Has been him. I can't really stop him. I haven't found anybody that can stop him. I'm gonna try Matumbo again and see if I can guard him better with him. Jordan, he can play him, just not the way I need him to. He's not got the height to do it. So that's going to be changed. Actually, that's going to be changed right now. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Okay, so, yeah.
First and score.
There we go. All right, guys, make sure to watch the next video. Thank you.